Today's video is sponsored by NordVPN. Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here with a bit of Pokemon news update stuff for you guys. So what's going on for the Spring into Spring event in Pokemon GO that starts 10 AM your local time this Wednesday? Not a crazy amount. There's some pretty good bonuses happening, but in terms of new stuff out and about, not a hectic week, so this is going to be a very much take it easy sort of week. For the bonuses, we're looking at 2 times lucky egg duration, 2 times candy from hatching eggs, an increased chance to find a shiny Remoraid and shiny Fletchling. So if you missed, Fletchling Com Day, there's that. Shiny Remoraid, a really, I want to say a very nice shiny and a fairly hard one to find, at least it was for me for quite a while, so that's nice. And then half hatch distance for your eggs as well. So a couple of decent bonuses there. You're gonna be able to find Gossifleur in the wild. This is a new one for us. This does evolve into Eldegoss, one of my favorite little grass cuties. And you only need 50 candy to evolve, so pretty easy one there. I often get asked by you lovelies with how much my job involves being away from home and traveling, using unsecured or public Wi-Fi. How do I keep myself and my accounts safe? Easy answer, the answer is NordVPN. NordVPN is able to protect your personal and financial data, your browsing history, and much, much more when you are using unknown or unsecured networks. So for me, if I'm needing to upload massive files and use, hotel Wi-Fi, I can rest easy, knowing that NordVPN is keeping me and my information safe. And it's not just while traveling that Nord is useful. Even at home, it's a great idea to have it turned on to keep you safe from things like phishing scams, or to give you that extra peace of mind when you're logging into things like your banking apps, because everything is encrypted by Nord's military-grade security. And I think we all know as well at this point, NordVPN is a great tool for getting around region-locked content, whether that be on any of your favorite streaming services or here on YouTube as well. You'd be surprised how many videos just get region-locked and you can't access from where you are. Keeping yourself protected and connected is as simple as one click, and NordVPN servers are easily some of the fastest in the world. And as a bonus as well, you can keep yourself safe from the stress of scams and fraud by using NordVPN. Be sure to click the link in the description or go to nordvpn.com/ZoëTwoDots to save big and get some extra months on your subscription. Happy browsing. There's gonna be some changing spawns as well. So from the 9th to the 10th, keep your peepers out for these little water lads. The 11th to the 12th, some fire Pokemon, and the 13th to the 14th, extra grassies. For 2-kilometer eggs, we're looking at Magby, Budgew, and Mantike. I don't know if we've seen such a small egg pool, and especially featuring Mantike since GoFest was it GoFest last year that Mantike was, abundantly available? So we missed out last year for that. This is a pretty decent 2K egg pool. And 5-kilometer eggs, you're gonna have Remoraid, Fletchling, and Gossifleur as well. At the moment for field research, you are looking at catch 3 water type Pokemon. That will give you a Remoraid. Hatch 2 eggs will either give you Remoraid, Fletchling, or Gossifleur. And hatch an egg for Pikachu or Eevee with the Flower Crown. So far, I've done a bit of a lap around today. Haven't seen any different tasks, but there very well could be. I think there is also as well here catching 3 fire types for Fletchling or 3 grass types for Gossifleur. It's a little bit better if you're trying to just track down the Gossifleur for the candy to evolve, all that sort of jazz. If you're feeling so inclined to spend your dollary dues, there is premium timed research, giving you a bunch of encounters with Remoraid, with Fletchling, 2 encounters with Gossifleur, 2 super incubators, lucky egg, that sort of stuff. And then a bunch of very, very simple timed collection challenges. I'd say the only one there that might be a bit more time consuming or harder to achieve is the hatching one, just depending how much you're getting out and about and, doing those eggs, getting through your old stash and hatching some new ones. All in all, not a crazy event. The only other thing there would be that this Spring into Spring has some extra tasks to add to your, the new pass, the season pass ticket thingy. There's some extra, points you can collect there. Otherwise, a very low impact week for you guys. The other thing to keep your mind out for is for this weekend for the Mega Heracross raids. If you have not got yourself a Heracross, because that one is a regional, we haven't seen it in raids for a little while. So Mega Heracross, go and check in with your local group and see what's going on for that. Again, Mega's not too tricky and a lot easier to get done than, Gmax raids and things like that. So even if you are someone that is rural, look into, you might only need 2 players to get it done and to snag yourself a nice little regional. Can be shiny as well. Another thing to consider as well, on the 19th, the Saturday there, we will have Gmax SNORLAX. I'm definitely keen to get my hands on that one. I think it's such a cool, I love the design for this one. It's such a cool Pokemon. And you have got, the whole week here to sort of prepare for it, to unlock some extra max moves if you need to. Your fighting types are going to be what's going to be doing the work here. So as annoying as it is to put resources into a D-Max Machamp when we're gonna get probably G-Max Machamp. I mean, G-Max Machamp's been featured in the hero images and stuff for this season. I don't know why we didn't get it first to use against the SNORLAX. It is what it is. But that being said, you do have some other options. I mean, even just at this point, we should all have our Metagross nice and powered up. That thing doesn't get a Gmax anyway, so you don't have to feel bad about, you know, putting resources into it. That's gonna be doing numbers, tanking hits. Gmax Venusaur as well, gonna be doing a great job. Persimmon as well has got some fighting move options. Again, doesn't have a Gmax, so if you're putting resources into that, maybe feel a bit better about it rather than spending all your candy on a D-Max Machamp when you're gonna get a Gmax one more than likely later. Anyway, you can also use SNORLAX against SNORLAX. So once you've got one of them, you can kind of use that. But again, probably what you've already got, as long as you unlocked some of those max moves or powered up those max moves, again, that does affect your results very heavily. We'll see how we go. I will obviously have a video out for you guys on that day, and we'll see how tricky it is. We'll see. That's kind of it for like just immediate upcoming game stuff. So give you guys a little bit of a life update as well. Doing good. Sorry there was no video last week after getting back from Mumbai. It's been crazy busy. Long story short, like the Mumbai trip was, I had to like align the stars to get like this exact flight to leave because I had some, you know, doctor scans and stuff like that. Leave for my flight like the next morning, land in Mumbai, hang out with all your lovelies, like do the event, play the event, and then like left on the Monday morning. So I could be back in time for other appointments and stuff. So like this last week has just been like 1,001 things getting done. So it's been a busy little egg. Again, had an amazing time in Mumbai. Big shout out again to the community in India. You guys are the sweetest. Thank you for such a lovely time. I'm missing the food already. Seriously. Got another kind of busy couple of weeks coming up as well, but I'll be doing my best, of course, for you guys to get back on track with just the normal weekly kind of, you know, what's going on in the game updates. More than likely we'll be starting to stream a bit more over on Twitch as well, just as, you know, out and about activities are getting a little bit harder still. Can still play some fun games and hang out over on Twitch. So if you're not following on there, be sure to go do so. But yeah, I don't know, anyone else who's out there who is like a very short person, like I'm 5'2". I feel like I'm running out of like space, like real estate space for this baby. I've still got like 2 months left to go, so I'm like breathing's hard enough as it is now. Where are my lungs gonna go for the rest of this? So we're doing the low impact stuff, so stay tuned for some streams. But that's pretty much it for the Spring into Spring event. Just enjoy it, cute new Pokemon, nothing too hectic to, you know, stay on top of for this week. Just remember to put some work into your max moves for the upcoming SNORLAX Gmax. That thing's probably gonna be a bit of a unit. So get your community together now, start making some plans now, check on Campfire, all that sort of jazz, see what the plan is for your local group. Maybe you need to go and visit a neighboring local group as well to have the numbers for this one. So keep that in mind, get your power-ups in now. Big thank you again to NordVPN for sponsoring today's video. As always guys, link is in the description for them. As always lovelies, I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.